Okay, let's unpack this. Get this. A content creator gets a message, right, from someone in their community, not even like a top-tier VIP, just a subscriber.
Mm.
This subscriber makes one introduction, just one, and bam, that single intro brings in a potential, what, $24,000 a year in sponsorship revenue.
Wow. $24,000.
From one connection. I mean, that really flies in the face of everything we're usually told about online success, doesn't it?
It really does.
How can one little connection do that much when creators are out there chasing millions of views for, pennies?
Well, what's truly fascinating there, I think, is how that single introduction really highlights a deeper truth that most creators just miss.
Right.
It's not just about getting more eyeballs, more views. It's about unlocking these sort of hidden leverage points within a really engaged community.
Yeah.
It fundamentally shifts the whole revenue model away from, the standard metrics.
Absolutely. And that's really what we're diving into today, the newsletter revenue revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission here in this deep dive isn't just to say, oh, a deep community is nice. We want to actually unveil the specific detailed framework, how you transform that passive audience into active direct revenue generators.
Yeah, the how.
Exactly. We'll use Well-Off Media's public success, which is pretty visible as a kind of dynamic case study to show you exactly what's possible. We'll explore how these mechanics work and, what it could mean for your own engagement strategy.
And it directly challenges that common belief that still seems to dominate the creator economy, doesn't it? The whole more subscribers equal more money idea.
Oh, totally.
This mindset, it focuses purely on quantity, and it often just leads creators down the path of chasing vanity metrics.
Right. You're aiming for that million subscriber plaque on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrating these huge numbers, but then kind of scratching your head wondering why the income doesn't always follow suit.
Exactly.
But here's the counterintuitive bit, the core revelation we're digging into. Deeper community equals exponential money.
Exponential. That's the key word.
It's a totally different mindset. Yeah. Focusing on quality, connection over just sheer volume.
Which, it raises a really important question. What is the fundamental difference between just an audience and a real community?
Good question.
Well, audiences, they mostly consume. They watch your videos, listen to your stuff, scroll through your feed. They're largely passive recipients of whatever you put out.
Okay.
Communities, though, they participate, they engage, they contribute. Sometimes they even co-create with you. They're active collaborators in the whole journey.
Active collaborators. I like that. Okay, so to really get this distinction, let's look closer at Well-Off Media. They're a pretty big voice in college football content, especially around Coach Prime in Colorado.
Right. Very visible.
So on one hand, they've got what we'd call a traditional audience model. Think about their YouTube channel, over 600,000 subscribers.
Huge number.
Huge.
Yeah.
But those folks mostly watch passively, right? There's limited interaction beyond maybe a comment here or there, and the revenue is heavily tied to, fickle view counts and ad rates. It's the classic volume game.
Precisely. But then just picture the profound difference if they really leaned into a dedicated, let's call it potential community model.
Okay.
We're talking maybe, let's say, 25,000 newsletter subscribers. These aren't just viewers. They're people who are actively engaged, personally invested.
Right. They opted in further.
Exactly. They're maybe generating content ideas, making those critical connections we talked about. And crucially, their active participation drives revenue growth in ways that, passive watching just can't touch.
So how does this shift actually work? Like going from that passive audience to an active community in practice. Let's break down this Well-Off Media community strategy framework you mentioned. Sounds like it's tiered.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it like a ladder, a tiered approach where each step kind of builds on the last one, offering more value, deeper engagement as you go up.
Okay, makes sense.
So at the bottom, tier 1, you've got what we can call the free community. Let's imagine this includes, say, around 23,700 subscribers, hypothetically.
Okay, the bulk of them.
Right. What do they get? Well, things like newsletter previews, maybe general Colorado Buffaloes news updates, access to some basic community discussion forum or something. It's the entry point, nice and accessible.
Gotcha. And even at this free level, they're not just like sitting there. They actually generate value.
Oh, absolutely. They generate revenue, Maybe not directly from paying a subscription fee, but through things like user-generated content UGC.
Okay, like fan photos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fan photos, stories, predictions, that kind of thing. This also creates valuable social proof. People see others engaging, which naturally pulls more people in, encourages organic growth.
Ah, right. Makes sense.
And importantly, they drive referral traffic. They tell their friends, hey, you got to subscribe to this, or let's go to this event. It's really the essential foundation for everything else, a vibrant base where you plant the seeds for deeper engagement later on.
Okay, foundation laid. What's next? Tier 2.
Moving up, yeah.
Yeah.
Tier 2, the premium community. Now we're looking at, again, hypothetically, maybe 2,372 members. And let's say they're paying something like $25 a month.
Okay, so a paid level now. What's in it for them?
Right. For that investment, they could be getting, say, weekly exclusive video messages from Coach Prime himself, maybe live Q&A sessions with players or coaches.
Ooh, exclusive access.
Exactly. Behind-the-scenes family content, maybe early access to new merchandise drops or event tickets before anyone else, and access to a private community forum just for premium members.
Okay, that sounds pretty compelling for a serious fan.
Yeah.
And this is where the revenue starts to really pick up, I guess.
This is where it truly accelerates. These premium members, they don't just provide that recurring subscription revenue, which, at those numbers could be nearly $60,000 a month just on its own.
Wow, okay.
But their deep engagement acts like a force multiplier. It boosts all the other revenue streams.
How so?
Well, they can generate serious income through sponsor introductions, just like that 24K example we started with.
All right, back to the hook.
Exactly. They drive event promotion because they're invested, leading to higher attendance for paid stuff, their merchandise sales. You could see maybe 3 times higher conversion rates than just blasting it on social media.
3 times, okay.
Yeah. And they contribute through content collaborations, submitting questions, suggesting topics that become premium content. It's this amplification effect that goes way beyond their direct fees.
Amplification. Okay, I see it. Then what's the top?
Yeah.
Tier 3?
And then you reach the apex. Tier 3, the VIP inner circle. Imagine maybe 250 members, tops, perhaps paying $50 a month, maybe more.
Right.
These are the truly dedicated, the most invested fans.
Okay, the super fans. What kind of access do they get?
Well, think really exclusive stuff, maybe monthly video calls directly with Deion Sanders Jr., exclusive invites to watch practice, an annual VIP dinner with the Sanders family.
Wow, like really inner circle.
Absolutely. Personal email responses, maybe even direct input on content direction or business decisions.
Input on the business. That's fascinating. So these VIPs, they're not just consuming content anymore.
Not at all. What's really compelling here is that these VIP members become major revenue drivers and often genuinely like business partners.
Business partners, how?
They generate revenue through business partnerships, introducing high-value sponsors or collaborators because they're often well-connected themselves. They might provide consulting referrals for other opportunities, sometimes even engage in investment opportunities as they get more integrated.
Okay, so they're bringing deals to the table.
Potentially, yes. And think about premium event sales, those really high-ticket experiences, maybe $2,000 plus. They could sell out almost instantly just to this small elite tier. The impact here is that these VIPs truly become an extension of the business itself. They're genuinely invested in its success.
Okay, that tiered structure makes sense. It builds up. But the value difference seems huge.
Which brings us directly to what we're calling, maybe a bit provocatively, the insane math of superfan economics.
Insane math. Okay, I'm listening.
The core idea is actually pretty simple, but it's so often overlooked. One single superfan can easily be worth 100 casual followers, maybe even more.
1 is worth 100.
Yeah. Most creators just don't grasp this completely disproportionate value.
Okay, illustrate that. Let's use some hypothetical well-off media numbers again. Like a casual YouTube sub. What are they worth?
Okay, a casual YouTube subscriber, maybe they watch 3 videos a month, something like that. They might generate, what, 50 cents in ad revenue over an entire year?
50 cents a year, okay.
And usually, that's it. That's the extent of their direct financial value. 0 additional revenue, typically.
Right. Now compare that to the premium newsletter person, the Tier 2 member.
Okay, big difference. Let's say they pay $300 annually in subscription fees, $25 a month. Now, maybe they attend one VIP-ish event during the year. That's another $500 perhaps. Add in some merchandise they buy because they're engaged, say $200, and maybe they refer two friends who also become premium subscribers if there's a referral bonus, or just out of enthusiasm, maybe that's worth another $600 indirectly.
So add that up. $300 plus $500 plus $200 plus $600.
Their total annual value suddenly rockets up to $1,600.
So $1,600 versus 50 cents. That's a huge jump already.
It is. But hold on. Now look at the VIP community member, that tier 3 person.
Okay, hit me with the VIP math.
Right. So they pay their subscription, maybe $600 annually, $50 a month. They likely attend multiple exclusive events. Let's conservatively say that's worth $2,000 over the year.
Right.
Then there's that sponsor introduction we keep coming back to, a potential $24,000 value from just one connection they facilitated.
Right, the big one.
Throw in maybe $500 for premium merchandise they buy because they're all in. And what if they refer 5 friends who become premium subscribers? That could be worth another $7,500 in referred value.
Okay, let's see. $600 plus $2,000 plus $24,000 plus $500 plus $7,500. That's
their total annual value, a staggering $34,600.
$34,000 from one VIP member, potentially, compared to 50 cents.
Exactly. The difference is truly, well, insane. It's astounding.
Wow, okay. The math definitely checks out as insane. But this kind of value doesn't just happen by accident, right? It's not just luck.
Absolutely not. It's the direct result of having a deliberate system in place. We call it the Superfan conversion system. Think of it as a 4-step playbook to transform those casual followers into these incredibly high-value community members.
A playbook. Okay, I like systems. What did step 1?
Step 1 is simply identification. How do you even spot these potential superfans in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, you look for the signals. They're the ones who consistently comment, on almost every video or newsletter.
Yeah.
They share your content frequently without you even asking.
We get the active ones.
Yeah. They show up to events when possible, maybe even virtual ones. They proactively engage with other community members, building connections there too. And critically, they often provide really valuable feedback and ideas. They're not just lurking, they're actively participating and showing up.
Right, they're leaning in. Okay, so you've identified them. What's step 2?
Step 2 is cultivation. Identifying them is one thing, but now you need to nurture that relationship. Make them feel seen and valued.
Okay, how do you do that?
Well, things like personal recognition, maybe featuring their comment or photo in a newsletter, giving them a shout out, providing exclusive access like sneak peeks of content, early previews before anyone else.
Little perks.
Exactly. Direct communication is huge. Maybe taking the time to personally respond to their emails or DMs, even behind-the-scenes invites, maybe to a special recording, a virtual coffee chat, something small but exclusive. And crucially, giving them input opportunities, genuinely asking for their opinions on content ideas or even business decisions, making them feel heard.
Okay, so cultivate them, make them feel special. Got it. Then step 3.
Step 3 is activation. This is where those nurtured superfans start to actively become, well, revenue generators and growth drivers.
Okay, the action part. How does that happen?
You can actually make specific connection requests. Directly but politely ask, hey, you seem well connected in X industry. Do you know anyone who might be interested in sponsoring this project?
Just to ask.
Sometimes, yeah. You can set up formal referral programs with clear rewards for bringing in new premium subscribers. They become invaluable for content collaboration, maybe submitting their own stories or experiences that you feature.
Ah, using their input again.
Right. They often turn into volunteer marketers, really passionate advocates for event promotion. And as we saw with the VIP tier, the most engaged can even transition into genuine business partners or even investors down the line.
Okay, activation seems key. And finally, step 4. Got to keep them, right?
Exactly. Step 4 is retention. How do you keep these amazing superfans engaged, loyal, and happy for the long haul? It's not a one-time thing.
Right. So what works for retention?
Things like ongoing exclusive recognition, maybe annual Superfan of the Year awards, leaderboards, special badges, escalating access as they stay longer. Maybe they unlock even more intimate or higher value experiences.
So the perks keep getting better.
Yeah, exactly. Deeper business involvement, genuinely including your top tier in major decisions, making them feel like true stakeholders in your success. And honestly, maybe most importantly, friendship development. Fostering genuine relationships that go beyond just the transaction, treating them like valued partners.
Stakeholders and friends, that's powerful. Okay, so if Well-Off Media really implemented this system, what could it mean for their actual bottom line beyond just the subscription fees?
Well, if you look at the potential, their deeply engaged community, hypothetically, could be generating well over, say, $125,000 a month from all these various sources combined.
125K a month.
Wow.
Okay, break that down. Where does that come from?
Okay, let's connect this to the bigger picture. You could potentially be looking at an estimated maybe $10,000 a month just from referral revenue, people bringing in new
Okay,
members.
10K from referrals.
Maybe $15,000 a month from event partnerships or ticket sales driven by the community's promotion and attendance.
15K from events.
A significant chunk, maybe $25,000 a month from those sponsor introductions made by community members themselves.
25K from intros. These are direct contributions from engagement, right? Not just ads.
Exactly. These aren't tied to view counts in the same way at all.
Okay, what else?
Then you could have maybe $5,000 a month tied to the value of user-generated content they provide. Another $20,000 perhaps from those exclusive premium experiences or high-ticket items.
Right, the VIP stuff.
And potentially $50,000 a month, maybe even more, flowing from those deeper business partnerships formed with the high-value VIP members.
So 10 plus 15 plus 25 plus 5 plus 20 plus 50.
Right.
Yeah, that easily clears $125,000 a month. And these aren't just pulled out of thin air.
No, not at all. These kinds of figures are based on successful community monetization models that have been proven to work in various other niches, from software to coaching to other types of content creators. It's achievable with the right strategy.
Okay, that paints a really compelling financial picture. So to make this happen, what are some specific, practical engagement things they could do, tactics?
Yeah, absolutely. To put this into practice, there are definitely specific engagement strategies that drive this kind of revenue. Think weekly, monthly, quarterly.
Okay, give me some weekly examples.
Okay, on a weekly basis, well-off media could easily implement something like a Coach Prime mailbag. Subscribers submit questions. Maybe one gets answered in an exclusive video or newsletter segment.
Nice direct engagement.
Fan Photo Friday, where they feature and maybe reward the best fan photos submitted related to the team or games. People love seeing their stuff featured.
Yeah, that UGC element again.
They could run simple prediction contests for upcoming games with maybe some exclusive merch or access as a prize. And things like behind-the-scenes requests, actively asking the community, what do you want to see more of? Makes them feel heard and involved in content planning.
Okay, those are good, regular touch points. What about monthly?
Monthly, you could scale up a bit. Host regular live Q&A sessions where premium subscribers get direct, real-time access to ask questions to maybe players, coaches, or Dion Jr. himself.
Okay, higher value access.
Maybe organize virtual meetups just for community members to connect with each other. Help foster those horizontal relationships within the community itself, not just with the creator.
Building the community fabric.
Exactly. Offer exclusive previews of upcoming documentaries, major content drops, or new merchandise lines before the general public sees them. And maybe implement recognition ceremonies, publicly celebrating top contributors, maybe the commenter of the month or biggest referrer.
Cool. Okay, weekly, monthly,
Yeah.
then quarterly. What happens then?
Quarterly, you can aim for those truly exclusive, high-value VIP experiences we talked about.
Like the really scarce stuff.
Yeah. Maybe a private practice viewing for a very small group of top-tier VIP members. That annual Sanders family dinner, again, for a tiny, intimate group.
Super exclusive.
Maybe offer exclusive behind-the-scenes access during the filming of a documentary or a major project. Or even hold dedicated business strategy sessions where key VIPs get to provide direct input on the company's future direction.
Wow.
These are the kinds of highly exclusive experiences that build incredible loyalty and generate immense perceived and actual value.
Okay, this framework, the math, the strategies, it's a lot, but it makes a ton of sense. Now, for you listening, let's try and make this really actionable for your own situation.
Yeah, time for your own community assessment.
Exactly. Look at your current audience, whoever follows you, and really ask yourself, who are your most engaged followers right now?
Who are those people?
Yeah, think about who comments consistently, who shares your stuff, who always replies to your emails or stories, maybe who's been following you the longest. Try and identify them.
Okay, first identify, then what?
Then, think about what exclusive access you could realistically offer them. Could be a bit of your personal time, some behind-the-scenes content they wouldn't normally see, early access to new things you create, or maybe even asking for their input on your next project or business decision.
It doesn't have to be huge, right? Just something exclusive.
Exactly. This isn't just about what you give, but what unique interaction or insight you can provide that others don't get.
Good point.
And critically, think. How could they actively help your business or your project grow? Could they make introductions for you to potential sponsors, collaborators,
Yeah,
guests?
leveraging their network.
Could they refer friends or family? Would they be willing to create user-generated content for you? Testimonials, photos, stories?
Mm.
Could they help promote your events or offerings to their own circles? Think actively about how they could contribute.
Right. Don't just see them as consumers.
No. And finally, maybe the most important question.
Yeah.
What would make them feel truly special, genuinely valued?
Hmm. The feeling part.
Yeah. Would it be that personal recognition, seeing their name mentioned? Would it be those exclusive experiences, just getting a direct reply from you? Or being formally invited into your inner circle as, like, a trusted advisor or sounding board?
Thinking about their motivation.
Right. Asking these questions can really start to unlock the same kind of potential for you, no matter what your neutral topic is.
Absolutely.
So, wrapping this up, what we've really unpacked today, I think, is this central idea. There's just immense, almost exponential value in nurturing a smaller, deeply engaged community of superfans.
Yeah.
It's so much more powerful than just chasing huge numbers of casual, passive followers. It really is a complete paradigm shift in how you think about building and monetizing your platform.
It really is. And if we connect this back to well-off media specifically, I mean, they truly have the potential to create one of the most engaged sports communities anywhere, certainly in college football, maybe even beyond.
Yeah, the potential seems massive.
The question really isn't whether they could succeed if they implemented this kind of community model. I think it's more about how quickly they might scale to seven figures, maybe more, if they fully leaned into this kind of comprehensive community strategy framework we've outlined.
That's a provocative thought. How quickly could they scale?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this deep dive has sparked some ideas for you, for everyone listening, about how you can identify, cultivate, and really empower your own community.
Yeah.
How you can transform that passive viewership into active, valuable participation.
It's about seeing the potential.
Definitely. Consider the immediate value, yes, but also that staggering long-term potential of cultivating your own superfans right within your own context. Lots to think about there.